Yeah, it's your boy Fist in his house, bringing another great edition of Modern Warfare 2 on YouTube for you, because hey, that's what I do. Oh, and I got some great stuff to talk about today. Now, I am using the P90, and I love bringing you gameplay. And we're talking about, I know you watched my last video, Battlefield 3 versus Modern Warfare 3. Oh, really? Oh, really? Yes, oh, really. This game of the P90, you know, now it's kind of crazy. You look at the way Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3 are built, and you look at the amount of depth between the weapons, and you wonder yourself, you know, is too much too much? And I started thinking about it. When I played Battlefield 3, there's a huge learning curve in the beginning, and then when I played Modern Warfare 3, anybody can play. It's not a learning curve, and it's just a really great game, so it's fun. So I enjoy it. You know, it's easy. It's I wouldn't say it's easy, because it's easy to learn. But if everybody's playing and it's easy, then it's hard for everybody. Meaning that, you know, your skill level is going to be perfect against everybody who could play the game easy. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I know that was last video and whatnot. But what I want to talk about is the fact that, you know, we have games out there that come out every year by Call of Duty, and it's basically saturated the whole genre of first-person shooters. Like, it's you know, people are like, they know what to expect from Call of Duty. After 3 months, the game gets old, and you know, it's pretty much dies out, and nobody's feeling it anymore. So here's what I want to ask you guys, and now here's what I think what was going to happen before Infinity Ward heads of state, heads of their prospective businesses, got fired by Activision. And that was, you know, there was plans, and I think this is based on the fact that Activision, you know, has already been down this road with Guitar Hero. You know, they just milked the shit out of that series, and it died. And I think we're at the crossroads here. We look at, you know, okay, your limitations by the Xbox and the PS3. I mean, obviously you can go further with the PS3, but for the Xbox, you know, the hardware, you can only go as far as the hardware will let you go. And then it gets to the fact where, okay, you know, you have to make a decision. You know, what are we going to do? We can't, you know, make a new engine. The new Xbox is coming out. New PS3 is coming out. You know, we're stuck in purgatory. So my suggestion is this, and I think this is already going to happen regardless of the limitations on the hardware, and that is that we're going to see spin-offs. And I think it's great to have a spin-off. And here's why. You know, you have Treyarch and Infinity Ward. They come out with a game every year. And to be honest with you, Treyarch already has a spin-off. And the way I look at it is this, is that, you know, Infinity Ward and Treyarch, they come out with a game every year. And once you develop your mold for your body, it takes about 2 years to develop or whatever. Once you come up with your engine, then you can start pumping them out like one right after another. But you know, people are so used to Call of Duty. I really didn't expect it to be this big. You know, when I played Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, you know, I was like, I hated Halo. I played Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, and then I never played Halo because I didn't like the way it felt, or you know, it was just nothing but a hype that was driven by Microsoft, and it was a new console, and everybody just fell for that dumbass shit. And then Call of Duty came out, and Battlefield 3 would never came out. They went to bad company, so I moved, instead of moving to Halo, I moved over to the Call of Duty series. You know, and then when Call of Duty came out, Modern Combat came out, they pretty much, you know, stuck their foot on any other first-person shooter, including Ubisoft and all these other companies. They basically went by the wayside, and the market became stagnant. And here's the thing, you know, every year they come out with a game. You know, the game only lasts now for 3 months at max. November, October, November, November, December, January, and then February. But February, you know, in March, I mean, the game starts to die. So here's what I think that Activision was about to do, and they were hiring developers, and that was to spin games off. To be honest with you, I thought Zombies was supposed to be a spin-off game. I mean, the more and more you look at it, it's independently by itself. And they could seriously spin that game off, and I think they held them off, and they just threw it in there as a selling point to the game because, you know, when you get a stagnant game, what's gonna uphold the game? Like when Modern Warfare 3 comes out, I'm gonna tell you right now, this wave of dogs blowing up and shit like that is basically zombies without zombies because there's no blood and shit in it. So that's not that's not another selling point for Modern Warfare 3. And the only way to keep the interest in the market without dying down, I mean, you get this huge rush in the beginning and then it dies out. So what do? So here's what you do. You have a spin-off. So like in May, the end of May, they should spin off another game from that company who released the Modern Warfare series that year. And that would be Call of Duty 5 Classic. Basically a spin-off. Or they should come out with Call of Duty. First off, they should spin off Call of Duty Classic 4 HD. Remaster it, release it with a couple new maps. Basically, release Call of Duty 4 and then take maps from Modern Warfare 2 and put them in Call of Duty 4 HD. Then the next year, Call of Duty 5 Classic with the older maps and the simplicity of the gameplay, the same particular type of engine and balance that was in that game. And I think Treyarch already has their spin-off. They should just cut ties, split that game, and push Zombies off by itself. And Zombies should be a separate title from Black Ops. So when Black Ops 2 is released next year, in May, end of May, they should release Zombies in May. And then drive that Zombies gameplay out to out until the next release for Infinity Ward. I think that's what should happen. Now, I don't know about the spin-offs, but you tell me in the comments. What should be the spin-offs for those particular companies? You know, I think the idea that I laid out will not only keep the interest of the community, but we have something to look forward to. Because right now, as it stands, once May and June comes here, that game's pretty much done. Nobody cares to play that anymore. So that would be my suggestion to you guys, is to, you know, take a deep look at what we're talking. Take a deep look at what I'm talking about, and tell me if it's not a great suggestion. I would like Twitter this out, like tell like David Vonderhaar, the guys at 402 Infinity Ward, let them know. Say like, you know, there's some way I could get this message out to them. I think it would be a fabulous idea. I mean, how awesome would that be to play classic Call of Duty with the new maps from the new games, you know, in that particular style of game, I mean, literally when 402 says, "Oh, we're gonna bring back, you know, Call of Duty 4," didn't bring anything back from Call of Duty 4 in Modern Warfare 3. There's nothing that's in Modern Warfare 3. The MP5 is not the Call of Duty 4 MP5. It's the MP5 skin on an MP5K from Modern Warfare 2 is what it is. That's all it is. So I think that, you know, I think, you know, I talked about this in my podcast, is that when they started from a tangent, and it was like Call of Duty 4 came out, and then World at War, and then Infinity Ward started the new tangent, the new line of history with Modern Warfare 2, and that's where we're at right now. You know, and I think that Black Ops is totally different and going another different direction, but that's where we stand. So if you guys take your time, leave the comments on spin-offs. You tell me what Treyarch Infinity Ward should spin off, or the ideas that I mentioned should be spin-offs. I think they're great ideas. You let me know in the comments. Until next time, it's your boy Fizz. Peace!